what I thought I'd talk about is something I've spoken about for many, many years. So what I'm saying is not definitive, my views. The truth of it is over the last 20 years I've learned a lot about success. When I talk about success here, please, very importantly, I'm not talking about making money or a business career necessarily. Success is anything you define it to be. So the amazing epiphany I kind of had, and that's what I want to tell you about tonight, is the idea that success is not based on behavior, it's based on attributes. The research I've seen is that successful people come in all shapes and sizes, all colors, all IQ levels. There isn't great correlation between certain behaviors or certain genetic attributes. It's more about the kind of fundamental attributes that they have and they share. The first, and I think one of the most powerful attributes of success, sounds simple, and whenever I'm asked the question, what creates success, if you have one thing you could do that creates success, it would be positivity. It is a fundamental fuel of success. You have to be optimistic to be successful. Now that doesn't mean that you have to be happy every day of your life and get up, skipping around the room. It doesn't mean that if you suffer from depression, you can't be successful. It means that, on balance, you believe there's a solution. You follow? You look at life in a positive sense. I believe that this can be learned. I think it's a discipline. I work hard. I get up in the morning and I try to think, what can I do today that's positive? Now the question is, why is it that it works? Is there some kind of spiritual process that you lock into positive? I don't know, frankly. But I'll tell you some rational things about positivity. Research shows that as individuals, we have an amazing ability to see different scenarios. You follow me? You can see a shark attack, can't you? You can picture it. You can see a motor vehicle accident. You can see going out tonight for dinner with your spouse. You can picture all of these scenarios. But what humans are very bad at is they can't assign probabilities to them. Right? So we're scared of things that have no chance of happening. Things that we don't think about are definitely going to happen. So what I would say to you is that when we are negative, this is my hypothesis, when we're negative, we don't think about probabilities. We focus on the scenario we're scared of and we run from it. When we're positive, I would argue we focus on the scenario that means something to us and we work towards it. And that is why life is made up of decisions every single day. Every single day. You deciding to come to this talk may turn your life around, for better or for worse, I don't know. But every day is made up of decisions. And the ability to make the correct decision is what creates success. And my basic hypothesis that I put to you is that when you're positive, you make better decisions. Because you focus on the scenarios that are important to you and you work towards them. When you're negative, you tend to focus on the scenarios you're scared of and you run from them. And so I would argue that we are fundamentally bad at assigning probabilities. We're great at seeing all these different things. You can see a motor vehicle accident, unfortunately, you can think about it, but you're not good at assigning probabilities to it. So I would argue that when you're negative, you focus on the wrong thing. You focus on hijacking and you leave the country. When you're positive, you focus on your career and you pursue it. And I'll give you a personal anecdote. I started discovering 1992 at the very time that people were emigrating, worried about the country, the change of the political dispensation. The irony is when things are bad and difficult, if you make smarter decisions, you'll get further ahead. What's intriguing is that when you think about success as an individual, I'm putting to you that being positive is critical. I would also say to you that success as a country is fundamentally about attitude. It's attitudinal. I've argued this point in many, many different forums, that one of the biggest issues we face as a country is negativity. We think we have intractable problems. We think we can't succeed. We look at countries like China and they look fantastic. The future is theirs. Yet as South Africans, we believe there's something that we simply can't overcome. We have intractable problems. But it's not correct. It's attitudinal. And the same as negativity leads to failure individually, I would argue that negativity leads to failure at a country level. And I would say to you that when you're negative, and if you're negative about us, it leads to failure. We have to work against that. Now the amazing thing is, read a lot of work which you heard earlier in China, in Asia, etc. It's quite remarkable. You go to China, anyone who's been there. People are kind of optimistic about the future. When you meet Asians, or Brazilians, it's amazing how they feel the future is theirs. You know? It's an amazing feeling. Why is it that they feel that way, and we don't have that same optimism? Now, I know what you're thinking. They're different to us. China's got all these people, it's growing. We've got intractable problems. South Africa's got HIV, AIDS, crime, all kinds of issues of corruption. the legacies of apartheid, these are intractable. You follow me? And I think they are. They're big, big problems. And that is one of the challenges of positivity. It's about attitude. When you believe something, you tend to go towards it. And the fundamental attribute of success at an individual level, at a corporate level, at a country level, is about positivity and optimism. It's fundamental. When you go to the second bit of research, and this is also, I think, fairly obvious, it turns out the research shows that successful people have the ability to set goals and dreams. They're two different things, right? Goals are easy to set. Most people set goals. Most people probably have set goals. I want to finish my studies at this age. I've got to pay for this, and I want to have done that. You follow me? Setting goals is a bureaucrat. The real art is the ability to dream. Most people I know don't dream anymore. With my children, they have the ability to dream about whatever it is, even if it's unrealistic. As you get older, you don't dream. I don't know why. You don't think about what it is you really want to achieve. I don't know if you do, maybe you do. I don't see that. I think people are too rational about setting basic goals. You need to dream. That is a fundamental issue of success. You need to lie in the bath at night. If you do, lie in bed, wherever it is you do, and think about what is important to me. What is that dream? If you don't do that, you will not be successful. Success doesn't just kind of happen. You've got to think about where you want to go. I'll tell you something interesting. If I think about the start of discovery, I like to keep notes of my things I have to do every day. This is my to-do list on the day that I started discovery. I think it's interesting. As you heard from my background, I'm an actuary by training. I'm very numerate. I understand complicated financial transactions. That's my training. But I'll tell you, I'm very proud of the fact, and this might upset the people here, your lecturers or whatever, is that in the business plan of discovery, there was no numbers at all. There was no capital mentioned, no profits mentioned. It was a plan around a dream of building a company that would be different, that would feel different. The people that work there would be different, would be brilliant, would feel different, would look different. When you touch the organization, it would be different. The plan was based on a kind of a macro view. It was an intellectual plan about what we could achieve, the macro factors taking place in the environment, the healthcare complexities, the financial services, where it was going. So it wasn't simply a dream, but it wasn't a set of goals. You follow me? And amazingly, what I wanted to show you, and I have this hanging up in my study, is I had a whole lot of things to do on day one, 20 years ago. And one of my items here, you can't read it, it says product development commence with ideas. Now, who starts a company without a product? You follow me? Most people start a company, you've got a product in mind, you say, I've got a great product, I'm going to start a company and start selling it. I'm here to tell you, Discovery had no product. Right? It was built on the idea that we can achieve a product. Obviously the ideas were there about what we're trying to do. I'm being simplistic here to make a point. But I'm making the point that it was built on the idea that we could achieve something out of a vision. And of course a product is a manifestation of that. But on day one we sat down to think about what could we do. And I would argue that kind of visioning, dreamlike process is when it's successful. We still do that right now. You need to develop that. And I do want to say to you that when I think about discovery today, we've come a long way. This is an extract from a board discussion that we had recently. And I'll say to you that we've always set very bold goals. When we started out, we wanted to be the best health insurance company in South Africa. We were a startup. We were nothing. We were a tiny little company. Yet we achieved that vision. We evolved the vision over time, and today the vision is the best insurance organization in the world that's renowned for excellence, for financial strength. And I believe we can achieve it. We've broken down that vision into a number of key things. Our ability to be different, our ability to go into markets and win. We don't compete in markets, we don't believe we can dominate in some way. Very high expectations of earnings growth, 20 to 25% a year. We've managed to achieve 25% growth a year in our earnings for 20 years compound. I think about return on capital, geographic, social footprint, and critically that people see us as a force for good. That's what we are. And then finally, people dynamics, the best people. Develop and attract and retain the best people. So the point I'm trying to make to you is that even as we've evolved as a very complex, multi-dimensional organization and institution, the truth of it is our board and our team are still being driven by, in a sense, unrealistic dreams. You follow me? And it turns out that when your dreams tend to be unrealistic, it's quite amazing. You often achieve them.